What's going on, guys? Today I'm gonna walk you through the wiring on the chassis to 2JZ wiring harness, and I'm gonna get it to run outside the vehicle. Mind you, the wiring is a mess, and I tried to really walk you guys through it a few times in a separate video I was gonna try to make, but I just suck at it. Plain and simple. So I'm just gonna give you guys a general rundown, more so, and then we're gonna fire it up on video. See how it runs. I think it's gonna be pretty cool. But stay tuned. All right. So the basics. As we get in the truck, you got your F27 and F28 plug. Your F28 plug is the smaller one, and your F27 plug is the bigger. These are the inside plugs. This is the original K harness, and these are the ones coming off the motor. I got extra ones off a spare motor harness, so I'm not too worried about that. They just plug in, should be good. Now, this is what matters the most. I wrote it all down. You can get the pins or the pin outs on Nico Club, I think, for the truck. You just gotta scour all the wiring harnesses. I did so much research, but this right here will help you out if you are actually wanting to do a swap like this in one of these trucks. I was just talking over while you guys maybe like pause it, zoom in, however you want to do, but give you guys enough time to do that. Now this is where it gets to be looking like a mess. Yes, I know, it's a mess. Got all these wires extended, hopefully long enough to where when I'm done, all I gotta do is solder and heat shrink them. And then, you know, just tape everything up, make it nice and good. Now there's some body plugs, as you notice on here. Right here is where I got the relays. I got the relays for the main ECU power, and then the main ECU power, and then the coil packs and igniter and fuel injectors need to be on their own separate power. So I made it run off relays. And then the fuel pump is a special occasion. The 2JZ does not have a fuel pump controller. Like the ECU actually don't control it. It has its own separate controller, I should say. So if you look on the FSMs on the truck, it's ran off ground, pretty much. It grounds it and runs the fuel pump. So if you just run a ground off that pin, what did I say? Pin 3 on F28, it'll run at all times. It won't prime. It won't stay running when you key off. It only stays running when on and start. But those are the two main things right now. And then there's a little bit of wiring in the front that we gotta do when the motor's in, and I'll run you guys through that. I want to utilize the stock lower engine harness for the transmissions, not necessarily the starter, but the alternator. I'll probably eliminate the starter part of it, but I'll walk you guys through that when that time comes. So this is how I got it wrote down right here. This is the EFI relay and the injector coils power. These pins here. My harness was all cut up, so I had to figure out which wires were what on the BF2 and BF3 plugs. They should be easy to find on your guys' harness, but a lot of guys nowadays just do wiring specialists anyways. And I've done that on the R32 that I need to update you guys on, which you might see before this video. Stay tuned. But yeah, this is the F20, or not F, right on my head, it's rattled, F60 plug, I'm pretty sure. And then your F59 only has a few wires going to it, nothing crazy. A lot of them's through your body plugs. I'll show you guys this one more time. What the heck's going on there? Yeah, you just got your ignition powers, stuff like that. But I just figured I'd walk you guys through it real quick. The MRL controls your injector powers. If you guys got more detail or want more details about that, then I'll let you know if you want to ask me. But let's take you to the front real quick, because I think this is a pretty cool part. See, it's a mess out here, yes, I know. But you got the truck. This thing has been updated since you guys last saw it. It had the RB in it. I've done a lot more different work. CD009 that's going to be going onto that. Adapter plate will be ordered soon. But my plan with this now is to do a drift build. And see, as you can see, I actually put the stock motor back in it with S13. I don't know if you can see it, S13 front subframe, and then I made strut tires for the S13. I gotta do some painting and stuff, but we're not about that. I'll talk to you guys more about that at another time. But to get the JZ running with the truck's ignition, this is what I was talking about, these two plugs here. The E32 and 33, I think is what they're called. Don't quote me on it. But the big one here is your starter switch. It goes straight to your starter. So when you turn the key, it'll crank the starter. I have that just temporarily out. Then I got the fuel pump, feed, and I got to mount the fuel tank, but I got the feed going into this side of the JZ, and your return is going into that tank over there. But enough rambling. I'd love to talk to you guys more in depth about that wiring, but man, I tried recording it multiple different times. I just could not get it. But alright, get you guys set up on that. Alright, I know it's a mess, but I've already tried it, I should say. But let's go ahead and grab our ECU. We'll plug all of our plugs in one at a time. Hope I didn't miss anything. I need to clean up the harness and stuff, but again, this is just to, I thought it'd be cool to, you know, make a video of it actually running, because I could easily, you know, just put power to all these pins and start it, you know, like a lot of people do online with, you know, just tapping the starter, like what I got up there in that harness to the actual battery to get it to crank, you know. I thought it'd be cool to do this. Alright, after we get the ECU plugged in, we take our plugs, which you guys can't see at the moment. I got you set up in a good position. So we'll just plug up. Our harness. Let's get that a little closer so we don't overstretch our wires. Now if you listen, I'm just going to turn the ignition on and off a few times, see if you guys can't hear it. Here's the fuel pump, the electronic throttle body. Electronic throttle body's working. I think we're ready to fire it up. Let's do that one more time. And this is all off the truck's ignition. I'll even show you guys an inside video. Let's crank it and see what happens. Unless the battery's dead. Hey, it's all part of it. I also had to rig up some grounds and some powers to try to get it a little better. It was cranking good the other day. Hey, it's all part of it, you know what I mean? Try it again. Might be the battery's dead. All right. I think I might have figured it out. I know a lot of it might have to do with how I said, if I'd said earlier that a bunch of stuff needs constant power, like 3 or 4 things. Which actually I can tell you right now. The throttle body needs constant power, and those relays need constant power. I have them all tied off on the battery backup, which is a really little wire. Not blowing the fuse, but once I redo it inside, that's all going to get like a powered junction box where hopefully it'll get a lot more power. But with the fuel pump running, I unplug the fuel pump. It starts, but until it runs out of fuel. But I think it'll crank this time. Let's give her a shot. I had to hook up the battery charger. When the batteries are low, it don't want to. Obviously, it dies after so long, which, again, once it's actually in the car, I've got to figure that out, but the math is not running. I cleaned the math. Let's see what it does with the math plugged in real quick. Let's just see. Yeah, I don't want to stay running. Don't want to stay running with the math fan, but that's because, you know, math cars, any kind of leaks, which there might be some vacuum leaks. I tried plugging some holes, stuff like that. She runs, buddy. Alright. Alright. Man, I'm excited. 2JZGTE VVTi. Stock ECU. Plugged up. Obviously, I have to finish the wiring. I know that. But, it's a start. And I'm excited. I got everything. I should have everything here soon. Keep you guys updated. Unlike all my other builds, I still need to update you guys on the R32 and stuff, which that'll be the video before this one, hopefully. But yeah, let's give her one more try at least, and I'll show you guys with the ignition. There's your fuel pump. Hear the fuel pump, all that. With the key turned. The key off, she shuts down, and she sounds good too. Obviously, another issue is, man, I only got one power, one ground, so I mean it's not the ideal setup to start outside the vehicle, so that's why it gave me a little bit of trouble. But yeah, man, if you guys are really excited, I'm really wanting to drift this thing, but we'll have to see how it goes. My neighbor's over there with his kid. I'm camera shy, as you can tell. That's why I'm so... I didn't record a lot before, but with this build, I'm really excited. I love how mini trucks look sliding, and I've never drifted, so I'm probably going overboard, but if anything, I'll put AC on it and I'll drive around town and shit. Car shows. Yeah, if you like the video, lots more to come. I'm just going to keep it in stock form with a little bit of update, more boost. Got an adapter plate coming. I got the transmission. And it's already, if you guys don't already know, it's got S13 rear subframe already, and then the front, which I should have recorded, but I didn't. So, but yeah, one last video of this. And if you guys have any questions, I'll try to answer them. But yeah. Peace. Appreciate it.